Welcome to episode 6 of What If Civilization Started Over. Why am I doing that in an accent? In the last episode, Russia, expansion, Arabia, rebellion, bye. You were bye-byed. You got invaded. Exploration, more countries, expansion. What is that? Jenny, what? What? And what is this? What is this? Bro, what is this? And now let's get into it. So we're gonna take a look at the river map here, as something will be happening. We have Bulgaria buying some land from Russia along the Danube because I feel like it. I think this is the Danube. It probably is the Danube, but they take all of that. So, yeah, I guess. I don't like that border, so, I'm just gonna. Yep, there we go. Also, you see the blue team here? I'm gonna show you their claims on Macedonia. So Macedonia, not Macedonia, you know what I mean. The blue team has claims over all of this, and that. That's, well, actually, that too. They have claims over Crimea. And, Macedonia doesn't like these claims. But this is just for reference. Nothing like this could ever possibly happen again. This will never, ever happen in this series. There is no chance of this thing occurring. There's no way in actual hell that this could happen, right? Anyways, I'm gonna go back and fix map. We will be starting off this episode with an invasion, I guess. And that's the Norwegian invasion of, guess who? Sweden. Even though they're weaker than them, they want this coastline. So Norway will launch their full-scale invasion into Sweden, and looking at rivers and major cities, they're going to go along whatever river this is, and they're going to, well, they're not going to do that. They're going to go a little bit further, yeah, but they can't go too far, because Swedish resistance is arriving. And then they invade from right here, where they have a lot of success taking most of this area, but some coastal areas. And at first, it seems like Sweden's going to lose. They won't. And Sweden, they're gonna do a little bit of a funny. I need to find a color. And that funny is wrapping around right here to Norway, wrapping around here, encircling this area, and then going along this river to piss the Norwegians off really badly, before going all the way over here to this river and encircling them even more so, which causes a big pushback by Sweden as Norway is forced to retreat. This also causes Sweden to invade Norway just a little bit more, encircling the city, almost encircling it. It's already on siege though. And then Sweden is going to get invaded by Norway, but they lose this area, and then they start to lose a lot of coastal areas, and then they lose this major city in this entire area. The invasion is continuing. But we have Sweden fighting back. In this area, at least, they almost fully kick them out and start to invade from this area. And also from here, they go along this river. It seems like these two nations are obsessed with river fighting, and this entire region is fully taken out, including this major city. Sweden gets it back. So it looks like Sweden's winning on the Norwegian front, but they're not winning on their own front, as their capital is literally put on a siege, and they're losing in their own country rapidly. And because of this, Sweden's going to have to pull some troops out of Norway. By some, I mean a whole bunch right here. Including here, they're going to have to let a lot go. But this area right here, it'll still stay, and they capture this major city, even though it's encircled, so it's probably cooked. However, a breaking point is met, and that breaking point, Sweden gets their land back. A lot of it. Actually, most of it. They get most of their land back, but they can't really retake all of the city there, so they're just gonna take a lot of this after, like, a very important breakthrough. And then Norway will push back against Sweden once more, they meet the border again, and then start a little invasion into Sweden, going along the river once again. However, Sweden meets up with these guys again, and that ruins Norway's entire plan. As Sweden invades, obviously, and they meet up here, take this area out, and then they wipe that entire area out again. And then Sweden moves to this major city and gets very close to it before they go along the river again, and they take most of it, which is nice for them, I guess. They increase their spearhead. They go down here, actually, which is nice. And then, Norway loses all advances here before they lose this entire area. Then Sweden fully pushes back against Norway, other than 1 pixel. And then Sweden captures this major city, which they have been trying to do this entire war. Well, not the entire war, but for a good portion of it, before moving around this little area here, and continuing to move down south and taking this major city right here. And this will cause Norway to surrender, but not before Sweden takes all of this land here, including taking this 1 pixel back. Time for a peace treaty. And the peace treaty will look like this. Norway was forced to give up land to 2 new nations in Sweden, because I said so, and I'm cool. And also all the land Sweden, took the rest of it. Yeah, they're making new nations out of it, because they can. Sweden will take all of this. This is not glaze, I promise. And welcome Pink Norway as your pink. So, yeah. Norway gets that back, and all that. However, I'm pretty sure they would like to have this in this book. Also, this border right here, goes along the river. But they also need a major city, and they can't really make one up here, so, they're just gonna, I'm just gonna make them one. You know what, no, this land is going over to the purple team. 'Cause I said so. Anyways, Sweden is allies with the purple team. Actually, no. Norway is going to lose this and right here to the purple team, 'cause I said so, and whatever I say is going to happen. The rest of this will be a new nation, 'cause I want the borders to look pretty. So, yeah. And then this nation will occupy. Yeah, they're gonna have very ugly borders, but, do I care? No. So, these are their borders, and for capitals, yes, I'm doing this one clip, I can always do what I want. Boom. Don't know. Oh, I hate that so much. I genuinely hate that. Let me fix this so it doesn't look ugly. They're just gonna annex this. That looks less ugly. Nah, Norway shouldn't lose all of their major cities. So, you know what? Yeah, bye-bye. you're going to be a nation still, but you're only gonna reside right there. So yeah, and for capitals, you won't even have one because there's no point. You can't even build one there. So yeah, I've been recording for 10 minutes and it does not feel like 10 minutes, but that's the first thing I've done in this video. Now we're gonna move to Arabia. It's expansion time. Yemen and the UAE will be invading a country. And obviously, the one country they're going to invade is the one country that they both border. So, actually, no, it's going to be a three-way war because I feel like it. But Yemen won't start their invasion, and they will spearhead to the capital, I guess. However, the red team will be red and invade fast, like very fast. Cause they're the strongest. No, they're the second strongest because Qatar is stronger. Then Qatar going to take this land there. That's all they want, so they're going to leave the war, but not before taking the capital. This obviously means the red team is going to try to snake around here, in which they do get pretty far. However, Yemen takes the rest. Peace treaty. I love Yemen's borders, so they might just be making a puppets. You know what? No, they're going to make a puppet state. You know what? No, they're not. This is the peace treaty agreed on, and because this country is still going to exist, sadly, their color, yeah, but they won't even have a capital anymore because desert. They had one settlement in just desert. So, what do you expect them to do in a situation like this? But Qatar will be annexing this. The red team is going to annex that. In Yemen, your borders are beautiful, but you're going to annex that. You know what? I changed my mind. Qatar's annexing the rest. A rebellion in Kuwait. Ahaha! This rebellion is called Mesopotamia. I should probably not make it red. This is the Mesopotamia color. And Kuwait lost their capital. Just give up, bro. Well, they don't fall yet, but what I'm saying is they... Okay. Peace tree. Oh, no, not. Oh, well, since this is, Egypt's not going to help them because they don't really care. Peace treaty. They will be annexing all this. Yellow team will be taking that. And the reason they look like this is because they're going to expand into not all of that, but a good portion of it. And by a good portion, I mean like 2/3 of it. To not move their capital, but with this thing, no, that looks bad. No, that looks even worse. Yeah, we're making a new nation. Dog. Yeah, that works. Yes, I just like replaced this country right here, but do I care? I forgot I was recording. You're gonna have to hear that. But I don't care. I am tired. And we're gonna do one more invasion before this video ends. And that is Scotland. Scotland and Ireland. No, Wales will be invading Scotland because I said so. And okay, peace treaty. But realistically, they would invade from their border, obviously. And they're going to take the land that they want. Duh. And we do have Ireland joining just so they can connect up their land here. They don't want anything else, but they will take some of these islands. And since Ireland is somehow stronger than Scotland, don't ask me how, they will be taking all of this from Scotland while Wales will be dominating their coastline. And they take their capital. No resistance needed. I am tired. Trust me, there will be resistance in that big war soon, but peace treaty. This is the peace treaty. The Yas Queen. Wales annexes this. Wait, is it? Well, yeah, they annex this, 'cause I feel like it. And yeah, Ireland annexes the rest, 'cause I feel like it. So yeah, bye bye, Scotland. You're now Welsh and Irish. And like I said, that'll do it for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, blah blah blah. I'm tired, so yeah, hope you have a good time watching. Thank you for watching. If you did, well, what? If you're seeing this, then you obviously okay. Anyways, bye. Have a good day, or night, or morning, or afternoon, or noon.